Captain America, my favorite superhero. These fictional stories that are out there, be it from a movie or a book, the reality of these stories is not just restricted to the pages of the book or to the frames of the movie. Sometimes, such a story strikes a deep resemblance to our own life, and that's completely natural. After all, who writes these stories are a person himself. Whenever you read or watch a fictional story, try reading about the author of the story. Then you realize the extent of which the story is influenced by the author's life. In any story, it is actually the author's perception we are looking at. The Harry Potter series, despite a magic world, it is so much about J.K. Rowling's life and her desires. Even the characters of a movie are influenced by real life situations, be it superheroes. When Batman appeared in a comic book for the first time, America was going through the Great Depression. Urbanization was rapidly progressing, and so was violent crime. Hence, Batman's main purpose is to fight criminals. Black Panther debuted at comics at the drawback of civil rights and Black Power movement. All superheroes are deeply influenced by their debut era, inspired by the time's socio-political issues. I think superheroes are a fictional response to tackle contemporary real-life difficulties, to solve problems. So a fictional story or a character is not just an imagination, but it is a possibility too. Tony Stark, Captain Jack Sparrow, Joker, Batman, all of them are a possibility. And in the same way, about 78 years ago, Captain America was brought as a possibility. It was 9 months before Japan attacked the Pearl Harbor. The US had not even entered in the World War II officially. The Allied powers were in a bad condition. The strength with which Hitler was moving forward made America realize that they will have to get in the fight soon. And with the same realization, Captain America began being noticed and liked on the streets to make people realize that if the situation comes, then what do we do, Cap? We fight. But make no mistake, Captain America is a symbol of defense, not offense. That's why he has a shield and not an attacking weapon. Though it is a different matter that with time, Captain does use it as a weapon too, against bullies, because he hates bullies.
We compromised, sometimes in ways that made us not sleep so well. But we did it so that people could be free. This isn't freedom. This is fear.
Them Nazis, or be it even Tony Stark, who in Civil War was trying to impose his will on the other superheroes to make them sign the Sokovia Accords. And even then,
what do we do, Cap? We fight.
Steve Rogers has a rather humble beginning compared to other superheroes. In the sense that if you look at Superman, he's a god from another planet. Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man by accident. Then he realized that with great power comes great responsibility. Bruce Banner, again, by incident becomes the Hulk. If we talk about Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark too, they are rich kids. Even they got the inspiration to do good after going through a traumatic incident. But Steve Rogers is different. Unlike other superheroes, there was no accident, event or an unfavorable situation. Didn't change his mentality. He was always like that. When he was fighting Tony Stark in Civil War, he said something to Tony.
I could do this all day.
And he said the same thing to a bully he was chasing him at a corner of a street in Brooklyn.
Just don't know when to give up, do you?
I could do this all day.
This tells us that Steve's spirit is not proportional to his strength. His strength and spirit are two separate qualities. If by any unfortunate means his strength reduces to that of a normal human, his spirit will remain the same. And that's what makes him so special. And the right way to see this is that Steve Rogers deserved to be Captain America. He understands the value of strength because he himself was weak. The relentless willpower of his either he will win or he will die trying, but he will not give up. We can see it from his friend Bucky too. No matter what people said, he was fully determined that Bucky is his friend.
Then finish it. Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
And Bucky will remain realized. Captain America came as a soldier to the comic world, a normal human being whose strength has been increased to nth degree. But he was just a soldier with his shield. Back then, Captain had soldiers in his group, too far support in the battlefield. Even his enemies had a big army. War was about guns, bullets, bombs. But after so many years, things have changed. The situation now in Avengers Endgame is quite different from the old times. Today, the enemy is Thanos, who does not use guns or bombs, but he can change reality while fighting. He can play with time. With all Infinity Stones, he can actually do anything. Today, there is not an army of soldiers in his opposition, but an army of aliens. Even the people supporting him in the battlefield today are Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Vision, Wanda. They are so different from him when it comes to powers, thinking, emotions. At times, truly Captain America seems like a man out of time among them. A soldier with his shield fighting among gods. Then why is Captain America so important for the Avengers? Why until this date his entry brings a smile on everyone's face? Because he can do this all day.